Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to discuss simple, compound, complex sentences. So, for this thing, first of all, we need to understand what a sentence is. You might have heard or you might have learned also the basic definition of a sentence. And the definition is a group of words that gives a complete sense is called a sentence. Or you might have learned a meaningful group of words is known as a sentence. But sometimes this definition is not sufficient. Just as suppose one conversation is going on between a student and a teacher in the class. Teacher wants the student to sit on the last bench. So teacher says, go and sit on the last bench. But the student who is busy with his friends or in his other work doesn't listen to his teacher properly and asks. Student says, where, sir? What student says? Where, sir? So don't you think that these two words, they are conveying a complete sense to the teacher? Yes, but this is not a sentence. And in the answer of this, teacher says, on the last bench. This is also a group of words, and this group of words conveys a complete sense in this context. So, in some contexts, we find that phrases can only convey the sense, but not a complete sense. So what is this complete sense? When does this sense becomes complete? Try to understand. So the complete definition of a sentence is a group of words. Sentence is a group of words having at least one finite verb, a group of words having at least one finite verb and conveys a complete sense. A group of words having at least one finite verb and conveys a complete sense is known as a sentence. Is known as a sentence. So this is the definition of a sentence. Now we must know what is a finite verb. To understand sentence, we must know what is a finite verb. Finite verbs are those verbs which play the role of the main verb, which tells us about the tense of the sentence. Means the verbs which tell us about the tense of the sentence, or which may change when we change the tense or when we change the number and person of the subject. Changes with tense and number and person of the subject. Number and person of the subject means if we change from singular number to plural, or if we change our subject from third person to first person to second person, like that. These verbs, they change, just as he made me laugh. Now one verb is here and one verb is here. Let's change the tense. He makes me laugh. Laugh remains unchanged, whereas made changed into makes. This is finite, this is non-finite. So the main thing is we must have at least one finite verb. Now if we will change the number or person of the subject, if we will change the number or person, make it plural, they make me laugh. Change the person from third person to first person or second person, just as I, it can't be possible because me is here. You make me laugh. तुम मुझे हंसाते हो. तो like that, these finite verbs are very, very important. So try to understand which verbs are finite verbs. Verb first form and verb second form, they are the only finite verbs in action verbs. Apart from these, auxiliary verbs, which are 24, these 24 auxiliaries, verb first form, verb second form, and 24 auxiliaries, they are finite verbs when they tell us about the tense. Just as you might get puzzled how auxiliaries are telling the tense or like that. He is playing hockey. Okay. In this sentence, whenever we are asked about the verb, we say this is the main verb, this is the helping verb, this is main verb. Now try to understand very clearly, this is not the main verb. If this is the main verb and this is the helping verb, we have two verbs. And if we have two verbs, that means it must not be a simple sentence. But it is a simple sentence. Why? Because we have only this verb. Change the tense, change the number and person. Let's change the tense. He was playing hockey. Now change the number or person. They were playing hockey. From he to you. You were playing hockey. Every time this verb is going to change, this verb is not going to change. Why? Because this is non-finite verb. And non-finite verb can't be a main verb. If you want to find out the main verb out of this, you can say play. Play is the main verb. And then this can be the helping verb. Just as if you make it simple present, so it will be he plays hockey. Now if we want to convert this sentence into continuous, play will change its form. It will become playing, and when it becomes playing, Now it is non-finite verb. It goes in the category of non-finite. That's why we need another finite verb in the sentence, and we put any form of be over here. So let's discuss now our non-finite verbs. Which are the non-finite verbs? Non-finite verbs are verb first form can be non-finite, means infinitive, gerund and participle. In infinitive we have verb first form and verb first form 2 plus verb first form. In gerund, verb first form plus ing, it works as noun. In participle we have 3: present participle, past participle and perfect participle. In present participle we have same verb first form plus ing, but it works as an adjective, not as a noun. Keep in mind. Verb third form is known as past participle, and having plus verb third form is known as perfect participle. So keep in mind, if we have verb first form or ing with it, it can be gerund, it can be present participle. If we have verb third form, it also works as an adjective also. We have verb third form that will also be past participle, means that will be the part of participle. Ing can be the part of gerund or participle. Verb first form with 2, that means 2 plus verb first form, that is infinitive. Now only this verb first form remains. When it works as noun, sometimes adjective also, it is infinitive. If it tells us about the tense, it is our, you can say, then it is our finite verb. So finite and non-finite verbs are done. Now try to understand these sentences. What a simple sentence is. A simple sentence is a sentence in which we have only one verb. Verb means one finite verb, not non-finite verb. Compound and complex, both, they may have 2 finite verbs or more than 2, any number, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, any number, but at least they need 2. If one finite verb is there, sentence is simple. If 2 or more than 2, sentence is compound or complex. So which sentences are compound and which sentences are complex? Let's see. Compound sentence, they take coordinate conjunction, and complex sentence, they take subordinate conjunction. In compound sentence we may have correlative conjunctions also. Now try to understand which conjunctions are correlative conjunctions. Conjunctions which come in pair, just as not only, but also, neither, nor, either, or. These type of conjunctions, as well as so that, they are correlative. These conjunctions are known as correlative conjunctions, which a famous word, fan, voice, you might know this. F means for, A means and, let me write here, for, and, N means nor, B means but, O means or, Y means yet, and S means so. Means these conjunctions, they are coordinate conjunctions and correlative conjunctions. If two finite verbs, they are joined with these or these conjunctions, that sentence will be compound, otherwise sentence will be complex. Another property of coordinate conjunctions is that they can join two words also. They can join anything of equal rank, just as boys and girls are playing. So noun joined with and. Pronoun also comes with at the place of noun. That's why it can join noun and pronoun also. Otherwise, it can join two equal rank words, two equal rank clauses, two equal rank phrases, two equal rank sentences, anything. But what subordinate conjunction does, subordinate conjunction can only join main clause with subclause. Subclause means subordinate clause. Just as conjunctions are because, that, how, why. Try to understand to join two words with because. We can't. But we can join two words with these. We can't join two words with these. They are subordinate conjunctions. Let's see some examples. Just as the sentences Ram plays hockey. Simple sentence. Ram sings and dances. राम गाता भी है और डांस भी करता है. अब देखिए, in this sentence, sings and dances, subject is only Ram, so this subject works here also. Ram sings and Ram dances. One finite verb, one verb and another verb, two verbs joined with coordinate conjunction, so it is a compound sentence. Let's see complex sentence. Ram sings because he loves singing. Ram sings because he loves singing. Sings, one finite verb. Loves, another finite verb joined with because, and because is subordinate conjunction. So due to subordinate conjunction, this sentence is complex sentence. I hope you might have understood what is simple sentence, what is compound, and what is a complex sentence. In our next video, we will try to understand the clauses, and then we will start transformation of the sentences. Thank you. Have a nice time.